Hello everyone. Welcome back to our session on time, speed and distance. In this topic, we are going to discuss about the concept called average speed. Okay, what exactly means by average speed? And most probably when you see the word average, okay, this is the very common word that we come across in our day-to-day life. Okay, like calculating average of the given numbers. And also we covered one concept called average. Okay, now how it will differ from the topic of average as well as in the concept of time, speed and distance. There is a slight change between the concept of average and in this particular topic calculating average speed. Okay, let's see what exactly the difference is. Okay, I will ask you one basic question. Okay, based on that, I will explain what exactly means by average speed in the topic of time, speed, and distance. Again, there is a very few questions that can be asked. Okay, from the concept of average speed, but it is most important topic. Okay, most probably the similar type of questions will be given. Okay, there are majorly three cases from the concept of average speed. If you learn these three set of questions, okay, most probably those questions will be given in competitive exam. Okay, now let me ask you one small question. Let's consider there are two friends, A and B. Okay, A and B, those who are going for a trip whose speeds are, okay, let us consider 40 kilometers per hour and 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, this is speed for A and this is speed of B. Okay, they are going with two different speeds. If I will ask you to calculate what will be their average speed, okay, what will be their average speed? Now if you observe these values, like what most of the students will think, that is, here we know speed of A and we know speed of B, and average is nothing but A plus B divided by 2. So 40 plus 60 divided by 2, correct? So 40 plus 60 is 100. 100 divided by 2 is 50 kilometer per hour. This would be the average speed for those people. Okay, but here what this is the major part, like most of the students will do mistake. But actually here 50 kilometer per hour is not an average speed. Okay, I'll tell you the reason also. And very simple, you just consider there are two people who are going. Okay, I have just given that the speeds of A and speed of B. Okay, but I didn't mention that, okay, how many hours or how many minutes that A travel, how many hours or how many minutes that B travel. So we can't directly fix the value of average speed just by considering A plus B by 2 until unless we know how many hours. Okay, when we talk about the terminology, okay, if you know the time, then only we can calculate average speed. This is one of the most important point. Okay, when you want to calculate average speed, don't directly take only speeds. Okay, there are certain conditions involved where we can take only speeds, that I will discuss in the next upcoming slides. Okay, so first I will explain the same question just by taking one small example. Okay, if you read the question, Ram travels with 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, Ram travels with 40 kilometers per hour for 2 hours. If you observe how many hours Ram is traveling, 2 hours. Okay, and 60 kilometers per hour for 3 hours. Okay, here the same person traveling with different speeds with different time, or else two persons, if even if we consider, both will be the same. Now, to 40 kilometers per hour speed for 2 hours, 60 kilometers per hour speed for 3 hours. Okay, find their average speed of entire journey. Now if you only concentrate on speeds, what will happen is, first he is going with 40 kilometers per hour and then he is traveling with 60 kilometer per hour. What if you only concentrate on speeds, 40 plus 60 divided by 2, actually this is what we did, right? So it will be 50 kilometer per hour. If you select option with 50 kilometer per hour, you will end up with wrong one. Okay, actually 50 kilometer per hour is wrong. Okay, that's what I'm saying from the last slide. What we need to focus on is time taken. Okay, for 40 kilometers per hour, how many hours they travel, or 60 kilometers per hour, how many hours he travel. Based on that we can calculate average speed. This is the first case which is most important. Everyone just remember what is the first case in this is, okay, then when we know two speeds, okay, or two persons traveling with the two speeds, okay, it is very important to understand about whether time is same or time is different. In this case, whatever the given example here is, time is different, correct? Now, how we can calculate when the time is different is average speed will be calculated by using a simple formula. Already we know speed, okay. What is the relation between time, speed and distance, which we have already discussed in the last videos? Okay, speed is equals to distance divided by time, correct? So average speed is equals to total distance divided by total time. Okay, we know speed is equals to distance by time, right? So average speed is equals to total distance by total time. Just only one word will get extra added. So speed is equals to distance by time. The formula is almost same, but here average speed means total distance by total time. That's it. Now we'll try to calculate answer for this particular question. Okay, now we know in the denominator what is the total time taken. Okay, total time taken is first 2 hours and then 3 hours. So can I say the total time is 5 hours? Okay, and what is the total distance travel? Okay, now very simple. In the first case, he is going with 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, this is the speed and 2 hours. Now, what will be the distance? Distance is equals to speed into time, correct? If he go with 40 kilometer per hour for 2 hours, he will cover how many kilometers? 40 into 2, which is equals to 80 kilometers he covered, correct? So total distance is 80 kilometers plus and another part. Okay, in the second case he is going with 60 kilometer per hour. For how many hours? In 1 hour he can travel 60 kilometers, right? So for 3 hours he can cover 180 kilometers. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this. Now this is what the total distance and total time we got to know. Now what is 80 plus 180, which is equals to 260. 260 divided by 5, which is equals to 5 times is 25 and 5 2 times is 10. So 52 kilometer per hour. Units are very, very important. So now can you guess which option will be correct? Option A, because here average speed can be calculated by using formula total distance by total time. Don't only concentrate on speeds. If you only concentrate on speeds, okay, you will end up with wrong answer. I will tell you those case and where we can only concentrate or directly calculate average speed. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this question. Okay, so for this question answer is 50 kilometers, sorry, 50 kilometer per hour. Units are very, very important. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this question. Now I will change this the same question. Just a minute. Okay, now the same question I'm going to change. Okay, just the values. Okay, how it will affect, okay, the process when we change a small value. Let's consider Ram travels with 40 kilometer per hour for 2 hours and 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, I'm just changing the value. Instead of 3 hours, in the second case also I'm just taking 2 hours. Okay, find average speed. Okay, now just read the question, and in the question if they will give here the time taken for the first statement, okay, or the first condition is 2 hours, and the time taken for the second condition is also 2 hours. When the time taken is same, whatever it may be the speeds, either it may be 40 60, okay, or 60 80 or 100 200, whatever it is the speeds, we have two speeds. Okay, when they are taking the same time of those two speeds, okay, average speed can be calculated. Average speed can be calculated just by concentrating only on speeds. Okay, how I can calculate average speed? S1 plus S2 divided by 2. Okay, what will be the answer here? 40 plus 60 divided by 2, which is equals to 50 kilometer per hour. Now when we can apply average speed is equals to S1 plus S2 divided by 2 means when we have the time taken is same. This is the second important case. First case is when the time travel is different, okay, or the when the time taken is different, average speed can be calculated by total distance by total time. Now, if in case in the given question, if the time taken is same, directly we can tell answer by taking normal average a plus b by 2. Just only we are considering speeds, correct? So this is the second important method. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this. Now I will ask you one more important third case. Okay, first we'll cover these three, and then we'll try to solve more number of questions on average speed. Okay, now I will explain the third case with simple scenario. Let's consider, okay, your home and your college. Okay, let's consider here it is home and here it is college. Okay, now here let us stay. Okay, from home to college. Okay, you are going from home to college. Okay, in the morning, let us consider with the speed of 40 km per hour. Okay, you are going with 40 km per hour. Now evening, when you are returning back, okay, when you are returning back, you are going to home with 60 km per hour. Okay, 60 km per hour. Now how we can calculate in the same case? Okay, now I'm not giving any more conditions. Calculate average speed. That's it. Okay, from home to college you are going with 40 km per hour, and college to home you are going with 60 km per hour speed. What is your average speed of your journey? Okay, now here if you observe the first case, okay, if you observe the first case, what I said, a and b both persons are traveling with 40 km per hour and 60 km per hour. Average speed means if you directly take a plus b by 2, means 40 plus 60 by 2, it is wrong, because average speed is completely depend on time, whatever I said. Okay, time taken. Okay, so in the previous examples we have discussed about, okay, whether time taken is same or time taken is different, correct? Now in this case I'm not going to give any values on time taken. Okay, but still how we can calculate what is the difference between the previous example and this example, you need to identify. Okay, in the previous example, two persons are traveling, or the same person traveling, okay, with two different speeds that I have given, okay, for his entire journey. Okay, but in this example, what actually the difference is, if you observe, first time when he is going from 40 kilometers per hour speed from home to college. Okay, from home to college. Second time he is going with another speed from college to home. Here what is the important part you need to identify is, here distance is going to constant. Okay, whatever the two different speeds he's traveling, first 40 kilometers per hour he's traveling from home to college, second time he's traveling with 60 kilometer per hour from college to home. Means from home to college, whatever the distance in the morning, okay, in the evening college to home also same distance is traveling, so distance is constant. Okay, when distance is constant, and the third case is very very important. In the question they will not directly give you whether the distance is constant or not. Just by reading the question and understanding, we need to understand whether in the given question distance is constant or not. Now when distance is constant, average speed can be calculated by 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. No more needs to concentrate about time taken. Very very important formula. And most probably based on these three cases, they will give you different set of questions. Okay, they will just sometimes they will change the distance, or sometimes they will change the time. Okay, most probably all the questions from average speed will be given either from these three conditions. First condition, again I repeat, first condition, when the time taken is different, when we know two speeds and two different timings, average speed can be calculated by total distance by total time. And when the time taken is same, average speed can be calculated by, already here whatever I said, s1 plus just s1 plus s2 by 2. When we know the time taken is same, here it is 2 hours and 2 hours. Okay, even if it is 10 hours here and 10 hours here, again formula is changed. Okay, no need to concentrate on time taken, just we need to focus on only speeds when it is time taken is same. And the third important case is whatever I discussed, when distance is constant. Again I repeat, in the question they won't give you distance is constant or not. Based on the condition, you need to understand whether the distance is constant or not. When the distance is constant, directly apply this formula, 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. Okay, shall we apply this formula until 2 into s1 is 40, speed 1, second speed is 60 divided by 100, s1 plus s2, 40 plus 60 is 100, two zeros and two zeros will get cancel, 4 2 times is 8, 8 6 times is 48, so 48 kilometer per hour is average speed in this particular example. Okay, now the same example, in case if they will give, here we have s1 and s2, when distance is constant, two speeds, formula is 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. In case if they will give three speeds, okay, even if they will give three speeds, formula is almost the same. Three speeds means 3s1 s2 s3. Here if two speeds, 2s1 s2, right? If three speeds, 3s1 s2 s3 divided by s1 s2 plus s2 s3 plus s3 s1. That's it. This is a formula for finding when the distance is constant, to find average speed when we have three different speeds. Okay, this is entire concept of average speed. Now, like if you understand this concept, like if you solve a little more questions on average speed, you will get to know how the questions is being asked in competitive exams. Okay, without any delay, this is all about the concept. Let's solve some questions on average speed. Okay, now let's look at this question. A man completes 30 kilometers of a journey at 6 kilometers per hour and the remaining 40 kilometers of the journey in 5 hours. His average speed for the whole journey. Okay, now we know that here the key point is about to find average speed, correct? Now we know that average speed. Okay, what is mean by average speed? Average speed is nothing but total distance divided by total time, correct? Total distance divided by total time. Now here what is our intention to find is what is the total distance traveled. Okay, if you find what will be the total distance travel, okay, we can write that value in the numerator. If you observe the first condition, a man completes 30 kilometers of a journey at 6 kilometers per hour. Here we need to concentrate on only distance. Okay, so 30 kilometers means first distance, and the second case, and the remaining 40 kilometers means this is another distance. Kilometer indicates distance, right? Units are very very important. So what will be the total distance travel? Okay, total distance traveled is 70 kilometers, correct? Now what will be the total time taken? Okay, what will be the total time taken? First case they didn't give any time directly, and in the second case, okay, 40 kilometers is traveling in the second case for the journey in 5 hours. 5 hours means, can I say that it is the time? So one time is given as 5 plus, in the first case what will be the time taken? They haven't mentioned anything directly, but they have given distance and speed. What is time relation? Time is equals to, can I say that distance divided by speed? Okay, so in the first case, based on this rule or the based on this formula, basic formula, okay, we are going to find what will be the time. Time is equals to distance in the first condition is 30 kilometers, speed is 6. So 6 5 times is 30, right? So 5 hours. So time is 5 hours in the first case. Okay, so first case also time is 5 hours. Now almost we are done. So 70 is the distance and 5 plus 5 10 is the time. Total time and total distance, which is equals to 7 kilometer per hour. So this will be the final answer for average speed. So don't concentrate on only speeds. Here average speed can be calculated by total distance divided by total time. And I hope you all are clear with this question. Let's move on to the next one. A person starting from his house covers a distance at 15 kilometers per hour and returns to the starting place at 10 kilometer per hour. His average speed during whole journey is. Okay. See, if you observe this question, a person starting from house to cover a certain distance at 15 kilometers per hour and returns to the starting place. Suppose if one person is starting, this is a starting place. Okay, this is the starting place and he covers some distance. Okay, no need to bother about the distance. Okay, so this is what the ending point. Okay, he covered some distance. Okay, but we don't know how much is the distance. Now again he returned back. Okay, first he started from the starting point, again he returned back. Okay, with 10 kilometer per hour. When while starting, he covered with 15 km per hour speed, correct? Now if you observe, there is no other values given. Okay, just given that starting with 15 km per hour speed, again he's going back to the start place. Okay, means he whatever the distance he covered with 15 km per hour, and the same when returning back with 10 km per hour, he will cover the same distance, correct? Now when the distance is constant, we know that 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. So answer is 2 into 15 into 10 divided by 15 plus 10, 25. So 5 3 times is 15, 5 5 times. So 5 ones 5 2 times. So here 3 into 2 6, 6 into 2 12. So answer is 12 kilometer per hour. Average speed is 12 kilometer per hour. Very simple. Okay. Only thing you need to understand here, based on the condition, distance is constant. That's the point we understood. So if the distance is constant and if you know two speeds, direct formula 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. And don't feel that this formula that we need to buy heart or something else. This formula is derived from the formula of average speed total distance by total time. Okay, but there is no point of knowing all the derivations and all. It is very simple. Okay, just to remember. Okay, a man goes to his office at a speed of 8 km per hour and returns at a speed of 12 km per hour. If he takes 10 hours in all, find the total distance covered by him. Okay, and don't feel that this is something different question. Okay, this is also based on the same concept. Here if you clearly understand the question, a man goes to his office at a speed, okay, at 8 km per hour and returns at the speed 12 km per hour. Okay, two speeds given. Okay, if he takes 10 hours in overall, okay, means total time taken is 10 hours. What's the total distance? Means you know total time and they are asking us to find total distance and two speeds given. Can we frame the relation here? Average speed, okay, average speed is equals to total distance. I'm just writing in a shortcut. TD indicates total distance divided by total time, and total time they have given, we need to find total distance. Now can I say that total distance is equals to average speed, okay, average speed into total time, correct? This is what total distance, right? Now total time given as 10. So 10, and what is average speed? If you observe clearly, a man goes to his office at a speed of 8 kilometers per hour, means from home or from wherever it is. Okay, from the staying place to office he's going with 8 kilometers per hour, and he's returning back with 12 kilometers per hour. Means whatever the distance he's while he's going to office, okay, the same distance he covered while returning back to the home, correct? So when the distance is constant, we can find 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2, because we know two speeds. 2 into 8 into 12 divided by 8 plus 12 is 20. I'm just writing directly. Okay, 2 10 times, and here, okay, 2 5 times, and 2 6 times. Okay, let it be like this. Here 8 into 6, 48, 48 by 5. Average speed is 40. Don't try to convert it into decimal, because if you check with the options, almost all options are direct values except option A. So don't waste time while converting to decimal. 8 6 times is 48, 48 divided by 5. So this is what average speed. Okay, 48 by 5 kilometer per hour into total time taken is 10. So now it will cancel with 10, right? So 2. So what is 48 into 2? 96. So total distance is 96 kilometers. That's it. Okay. And I hope you understood this question. Okay. Almost the concept is similar, but the way they have asked the question is different. Okay. But the same thing, whatever the formula from the three cases, what we discussed, the same thing that I am applying here. Okay. And I hope you all are clear, right? Now we'll move on to the next one. A car travels the first one third of a certain distance with a speed of 10 kilometer per hour, the next one third of the distance with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour, and the last one third of the distance with a speed of 60 kilometer per hour. Average speed of the car for whole journey. Okay, see, if you observe the previous one, okay, I have told you the same logic how to find. Let us consider this is the total distance. Okay, what they're talking is a car travels first to one third of the distance. Okay, let us say that this is one third of total, and I need to divide into three parts. That this is one third and this is one third. First one third with 10 km per hour. Next one third of the distance is 20 km per hour. Next one third of the distance is 60 km per hour. Correct? Okay. Now, you see, first part, whatever the first part is one third, second part is one third, third part is one third. Clearly given that it when they are traveling, when the person is traveling, means here the clearly they have mentioned that distance is constant indirectly. Okay, because one third, first one third, second one third, and last one third means total is complete distance, right? So each part, if you observe each segment, okay, the distance is constant. One third of the distance means if the here it is x kilometers, here also x kilometers, here also x kilometers. Correct? So when the distance is constant, we have three different speeds. We know formula, right? 3s1 s2 s3 divided by s1 s2 s2 s3 and S3, S1. Even the same formula will be applicable for, even they will give four speeds or two speeds, whatever it is. Okay, so we'll directly substitute the value. Here S1 is 10, S2 is 20, S3 is 60 divided by S1, S2. 10 into 20. I'm just writing here directly. 10, 20 means 200 plus S2, S3. 60, 20 means 1200 plus S3, S1 means 60, 10 means 600. Correct? Okay, now here I'm just writing it directly. 10 into 3 is 30, 30 into 20 into 60. Okay, and in the denominator 200 plus 1200 plus 600 will gives you 2000. Okay, three zeros, and in the numerator three zeros will get cancelled. Two will get cancelled. Answer will be 6 into 3, 18. So 18 km per hour will be the average speed. So answer is option A. If you know this process, okay, just by reading itself, if you understand the given question, distance is constant and the formula here I'm taking time to write the formulas and to explain about this distance is constant by taking line diagram. Okay, actually in exam, if you understood, it will not even take more than 30 seconds, just directly substituting the values and canceling. So that you should be for that you should be little good at calculations as well. Okay, and I hope you all are clear with this question. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is another type of question which belongs to the same average speed. A man covers half of his journey at 6 km per hour and the remaining half at 3 km per hour. Okay, the simple again the same. Okay, instead of in the previous questions, if you observe, okay, the person who will come from home to college and college to home, returning back, the distance will be constant. Even in this case also, if the entire distance is x kilometers, let us assume a man covers half of his journey means, okay, this is x by 2 km and remaining half means x by 2 km, right? Means x first x by 2 km with 6 km per hour. Next half kilometer is sorry, next half distance is 3 km per hour. Means what you need to understand is in this case also distance is constant. So directly I can apply 2 s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. So here 3 2 times is answer is 4 km per hour. That's it. So option B is correct. Okay, only thing here you need to understand is when they are talking about equal distance they travel with two different speeds, for sure that will comes under the third case where distance is constant. We can directly substitute the values in the formula 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. And I hope you all are clear with this. And again I'm stressing, it is most important when you will get any question from average speed, for sure that particular question will fall either from the first case or second case or third case. Among all these three, the third case where distance is constant is most important and most frequently asked questions in the competitive exams. Okay, yes, and I hope you like this session. Okay, thank you everyone.